my name is Riz and welcome back to my fitness channel. Today I have for you a 10-10 glute band workout. So what does 10-10 mean? It means that we're going to be doing 10 exercises, 10 reps each. Your rest is going to be me explaining each move. So frankly, minimal rest. Of course, you will need a glute band for this workout, and if you have it, a longer band, but you don't need it, you just mainly need this glute band right here. This workout is suitable for all levels. I will be adding some progressions and regressions, and honestly, you can just stick this workout along to your leg day, or you can do it as a standalone or something like a little challenge. Join me on the mat for our warm-up. So getting into our 90-90 position. So my right knee is facing the camera, and if I look ahead right here, I'm naturally facing my left knee. What we're going to be doing is we're going to lift our right knee, our opposing knee. Lift it as much as we can. Once we can't lift it any farther, we're then going to switch onto the other side, and then we're going to repeat that sequence. If you like, you can add a little stretch right here into that glute. I am so excited for this workout because it's been a while since I've done a band glute workout. I used to do these all the time when I first started my fitness journey, so it gives me so much nostalgia. Okay. Once you finish up on each side, meet me on all fours, spreading your knees out as wide as you can get them. We're then going to drop into a child's pose. Just dip down here. We won't be here for long. So getting into all fours, we're going into a fire hydrant circle or rotations. So picking up my right knee, I'm going to draw a circle, really open up that hip, and then come back forward. Really take your time, control this movement, because this is going to open up our hips, yet get some nice activation or warm up in our glutes. Finishing up one last one, and done. Now off to the other side. Finishing up. Okay. All right, so if you'd like, you can do a little extra warm-up practices. If you like, you can go into a nice deep squat. If you want, pushing out your knees with your elbows, or you can do some hip hinges. Do whatever makes you feel that you're ready for the workout. But if you are ready, if you're feeling warmed up, let's get this workout started. So we're gonna start off with our hip thrusts, grabbing your glute band, placing it above your knees, lying down, trying this along with me. So positioning our heels where we can touch them, keeping them relatively straight. And as we come up, pushing up off of the ground, we're pushing our hips up, our core is engaged, and we're pushing through our heel and our big toe, squeezing and holding at the top, and then lowering slowly back down. Try to keep those knees nice and apart, don't let them cave in. So that is how you do a glute bridge. Okay, so that was 1 rep. We have 9 more to go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, really squeeze at the top, 9, and 10. Holding at the top, we're then going to push our knees out and then come back in as an abductor. So that was 1. Now 2, 3, 4, squeeze, I know, 5, keep holding, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And slowly lower back down. See, that was 2 exercises already out the way. Woo! We have 8 more to go. So next, standing up, we're going into a hip hinge. So putting on your band. Now, if you'd like, you can use your longer band for this exercise, but if you don't have a longer band, that's fine. But for those who do have it, just place the band under your feet like so, and then hook it onto your back. So for our hip hinge, what we're gonna focus on is keeping our feet shoulder width apart and pushing our hips back, slowly lowering like we're trying to touch the wall with our bum. Follow along with me. My toes are not coming up off the ground, and then push back up with our glutes, leading with your chest. So that was 1. 9 more to go. 2, really pause at the bottom. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. If you felt your knees bending a bit during that exercise, that's totally fine. The straighter your legs are, the more of a hamstring that you're going to target, and the more that your knees bend is the more you're going to target your glutes, if you didn't already know that. So next we have leg kickbacks. I don't know why I took this off. You're going to need your glute band again. So for your leg kickbacks or your donkey kicks, whatever you'd like to call them, I just want to preface that the farther your band is away from your hips, the harder it's going to be. So I'm going to place my band slightly under my knees, like so. And getting into this all fours position, we're going to start with our left leg first. Straightening out your left leg, you're going to lift up like so, and then slowly lower. Try to get a little bit of an angle here if you can. It's going to target more of your glute. And remember to hold that glute at the top and squeeze. So try not to use too much momentum and just think about your, like, really lift with your glutes. That focusing on like what muscle you're working is honestly going to help with your form a lot. So getting into all fours, that was 1. And if you haven't already done it, do 1. Now we have 9 more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! Finish up if you haven't already, and then we're going to carry on to the other side. So take a nice deep breath, collect yourself so you're a little more rested for the next leg. All right, so stretching out that right leg and lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Try not to let your chest clap too much. 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! All right. Next, we have a squat hold. So bringing in some of that legs here, and of course our glutes. So you must be wondering, how are we gonna do the 10 reps in the squat hold? We're gonna do 10 seconds squat hold. So for our squat, I'm just gonna start off here. Depending on your anatomy and just where you are on your fitness journey, when you come into a squat, you may be more upright or you may lean a little forward like how I am doing. Just always, no matter where you decide to go a little forward or upward or how far you keep your legs apart, always make sure your knees are aligned with your toes, that your knees aren't caving in or going out too much or twisting out. So the stance that I'm going to be going in is going to be like almost the width of my mat. And then we're just gonna hold right here in this position. If you'd like, you can go a little lower, but always keep some sort of tension and lift. All right, setting up the timer. And begin. 4, 3, 2, 1. And done. All right, so we're already halfway through the workout. Next, we're gonna go into some single leg hip thrusts. So lying on your back, lifting your right leg in the air. This is going to have the same similar cues as a regular hip thrust, hip bridge. So having the right leg in the air, keeping the left leg where you can touch it. I like to position my hands kind of to keep me stable, so keeping them on the ground like so. And pushing off with your heel and your big toe off the ground like so. That pushing, the active pushing with your foot is what's going to create more length and range of motion. If you'd like, you can keep your right leg above your left knee like so. This might feel a little more comfortable for you. Do whatever you feel comfortable doing. You don't need a band for this specific exercise. So 10 reps on each side, and let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure you hold a pause at the top. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Whew. Take a deep breath. If you'd like, you can drop your knees from left to right. All right. Once you feel rested, let's go off to the other side. So lifting the right leg. Oh, my bad. Lifting the left leg into the air and pressing on the ground with your right. Ready? Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, next we're gonna go and use our glute band. So we're going into walking abductions. So putting your band onto you. Like I said, the farther your band away is from you, the harder it will be. For this specific exercise, I'm going to keep my band closer to my feet, which is the most difficult you can really get. So what we're basically going to do is walk to one side or step to your right 10 times, and then we're going to step to our left 10 times. So what it's going to look like is you can keep a slight hinge and bend on your knees, step to the right, and step in like so, like you're waddling. Don't bring your left foot or your opposing leg too close into the other one. Keep some tension by keeping that band apart as you walk side to side. I may come off the camera a little bit, but don't worry about me. All right, so getting to your starting position, we're going to be walking to our right for 10. Ready? Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. I'm gonna waddle back on here. All right, shake out them legs and off to the other side. Walking to our left. 1, 2, 3, keep going. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, see, abduction out of the way. Next, if you have a longer band, grab it for this next exercise. So before we even go ahead and use the band, you may need a wall or some type of pole or broom for this specific exercise. So what this is going to look like is we're going to go into a single leg hinge. Now this is when the regressions come into play, because this one is a little more advanced because a lot of balance is going to come into play. So basically, it's putting all your weight to your left, hinging forward, your right leg is going to come up, and then lifting up with your chest. You see I may be wobbling a little bit, but you can have a slight bend in your knee, but it's mostly you pushing your hips back. If this is like, look, I'm too focused on the balancing, I can't even get the exercise right, that's fine. Take your right leg, put it back about a foot and a half away from you, and just hinge like this, and then come up like so. Your right leg is going to be bent, it's just there to stabilize you, and you're just going to hinge like so. Now, those who have the bands, you're going to take your band, and you can do a double loop if you'd like. You're basically going to hold the band like so, and then you're going to come back up. When you're doing the single leg hip hinge, you don't have to bend so far close to the ground if you don't want to, if it's not within your practice, because ultimately you may get a little more back activation by doing so. Maybe some more than others. I'm not really going to feel that by hinging that low because I usually use weights. So for me, hinging that low is not a problem. But if it is for you, go ahead and do this one right here, using your opposing leg to balance you, or go ahead and don't hinge that far. Do whatever feels comfortable. So grabbing your leg, we're going to go 5 reps on each side because this is a slower movement. All right. Ready? Starting position, chest tall, and begin. Slow, nice and steady. 1. 2. 3. Take your time. If you need to pause the video, go ahead. 4. 5. Okay. And next we're going on to the other side. So 5 reps on each side equal 10. Shake it out. Shake out all the work. Grabbing your band or not, or weights if you want to. Grabbing your band and off to our right side. Let's begin. Lowering down, coming up. 1. If you'd like, you could do more reps. You can pause the video. Remember, this is your workout, so do as you please. 2. 3. 4. 5. All right, we're almost done. The last 2 exercises are challenging, but you know what? You got this. So for this next exercise, you don't need a band. You can add it if you're about it, but you don't need it. So basically, for those who are looking for a challenge, I'm going to show you this exercise, but don't worry, I'm going to have a regression in there for you. So basically what we're going to do is get into all 4s and then push up off of the ground. So I'm lifted off the ground. Then I'm going to reach my left leg back and then lift it up and lower back down. And that counts as 1 rep. So we're basically going to be doing the leg kickbacks or lifts or whatever you want to call them while elevated off of the ground. So not only is our is our leg that's moving going to be working, but our right leg is also going to be, that stabilizing leg is going to be freaking out a bit. Now, if you are not about that, you can go into a plank if you'd like and just kick back like so into downward dog, and then bring it in like so. This is going to be a little bit of a quicker move. So we're going to attempt to do 10 on each side. Look, I know it's going to be hard, but we got to try challenging things if we want to get better and stronger. Okay, so we're going to start with our left leg lifting and our right leg holding. If you need to touch that right leg to the ground, go ahead. And you know what, if this is like, look, this all looks a bit extra, you can always go back in with those kickbacks like so, or you can do standing kickbacks like so. All right, I'm like stalling. Okay, getting into all fours, lifting off of the ground, and let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Man, that was challenging. That was challenging. Okay. Off to the other side. Look, let's take a breather. I know I said minimal rest, but we also want to rest a substantial amount of time before moving on to the next leg, so we can put just the same amount of energy and power onto the next. All right, let's take a deep breath. And exhale. If you feel rested, let's go on and go to the other side. So our left leg is now stabilizing us, and you're going to reach your right leg back and kick it. Ready? Lift off the ground and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! I applaud you. Look, we got one more exercise and then we done. We done. No repeats. We done. Okay, so coming up, if you're ready, we're gonna power through this next move. We got squat jumps. 10 reps. You can go as low as you want, but try to keep some depth, to really get our glutes going. If you're like, jumps are not it for me, that's fine. You can go ahead with regular squats and use your band, or you can use your band and do pulses. Now, if you'd like, you can use a band for these squat jumps or not. But you know what? This is the last exercise of the workout. So I'm gonna use the band. I'm gonna put in my all. All right. Collecting ourselves. All right, if you're ready to begin, let's power through this last move. Remember that we're landing on our heels, all right? No No Bambi legs or feet, okay? We're landing on our heels. Ready, set, begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna do an extra. And done. I commend you. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. If you like, you can do some stretches. One stretch I really like to do when I'm super tired is a laying down quad stretch. So you can go ahead and lay on your right, grab your left leg, get a nice stretch in there, and then off the other side, you can sit in child's pose. Just make sure to cool down, bring your heart rate down, and kickstart your body into recovery. So don't forget that. But I'm gonna end the video here. I hope you like this video. Go ahead and like and subscribe, and I hope you have the wonderful rest of your day. Peace.